Who was Melchizedek? He appears in the Bible for only a few verses. No genealogy, no birth, no death. Yet centuries later his name sits at the center of one of Scripture's most fascinating arguments. An ordinary king. Someone who never died. An angel. Jesus himself. Before his incarnation. Or is the answer more subtle? Genesis chapter 14. Abram returns from battle and meets a man named Melchizedek, king of Salem, and priest of God Most High. Melchizedek brings bread and wine and blesses him. Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth. Abram gives him 1/10 of everything. No family tree, no origin, no descendants, no death. That's all Genesis tells us. Melchizedek. Melech plus Tzedek. King of righteousness. Linked to peace. Shalom. So Hebrews plays on both. King of righteousness. King of peace. Salem is often identified with Jerusalem, though Genesis never says so directly. At the most basic level, Melchizedek is a king-priest. Remarkable, since in Israel those offices stayed separate. Then comes the puzzle. Hebrews chapter 7 says Melchizedek had no father, mother, genealogy, beginning of days, or end of life. That sounds immortal. But read carefully. It doesn't say he was born without parents, or that he never died. Genesis simply never records it. Hebrews uses that silence to make him a pattern for an eternal priesthood, made like the Son of God, not the Son of God, like him. Centuries later, Psalm chapter 110 declares, "You are a priest forever." In the order of Melchizedek, Israel's priests came from the tribe of Levi. But here is a ruler tied to an entirely different priestly order, one that will matter enormously later. Hebrews applies this psalm directly to Jesus. Jesus came from Judah, not Levi, so his priesthood can't rest on Levitical ancestry. Instead, he is priest according to the order of Melchizedek. Hebrews even argues Melchizedek outranked Abraham, since Abraham paid him 1/10, and Levi, still unborn in Abraham's line, symbolically paid it too. So was Melchizedek actually Jesus, appearing early? Some have said so, but the text never makes that claim. Hebrews distinguishes the two. Melchizedek resembles the Son of God. Jesus is the one who holds the real, permanent priesthood that Melchizedek's story foreshadows. Resemblance isn't identity. Shem, Noah's son, an angel, a heavenly being. The Dead Sea Scrolls even give him a striking role in a text called 11q Melchizedek. Interesting traditions, but not what Genesis says. The simplest reading: a king of Salem, and a priest of God Most High. The Bible tells us almost nothing about his life, but a great deal about what his appearance means. He enters suddenly, blesses Abraham, receives 1/10, vanishes. Centuries later, Psalm chapter 110 brings his name back to argue that Christ's priesthood rests not on ancestry, but on permanence. So, who was Melchizedek? The king of Salem, the priest of God Most High, and a pattern pointing to the eternal priesthood of Christ.